All right, everyone, welcome to our Saturday training. My name is Tanya Hagry, and I am calling in from Minneapolis, Minnesota. I am so excited to be here with you all and have the honor of welcoming our leader and trainer for the day. So our leader and trainer for the day is none other than the amazing Romacio Fulcher. And I just have to tell you guys, I got started on January 19th. And since then, it has truly been the coaching and the mentoring that has transformed my life. I have learned the systems that have been passed down through this gentleman himself, and he is going to be walking through some of those today. Now, Romacio started from very humble beginnings. You know, by the time he was 20 years old, he had dropped out of 21 years old, he had dropped out of college, but by the time he was 25, he had become a multimillionaire in real estate. So he really learned how to become a businessman. He transitioned to network marketing about 10 years ago and became one of the worldwide top 50 income earners. So today, I just hope you can all understand and take to heart what truly an honor it is to be a part of this team and this mentorship. He has been with World Global Network less than 6 months, and he did not bring an entire team over with him. He started from scratch because he really wanted to show us all that you could start from scratch and you could do this as well with the simple system that we have, the one that he's going to also help walk you through today. So in his third week, he achieved President Millionaire and earned an income of over $50,000 that week. And we have an amazing income disclosure. You can learn more about that at worldgm.com. He's now the fastest person to achieve double President Millionaire and brought in $2.5 million in sales in US dollars in 1 week and earned over $100,000 that week. He has a big heart for people, and I appreciate his mentoring and coaching more than anyone else because he says it to you in a straightforward manner and gives you permission to really get over your own blocks and doesn't let you off the hook. He believes in you before you can even believe in yourself just by his training. And all of us have access to his online mentorship because he holds nothing back. All of it is out there and recorded for us, and he's talking straight from his heart, straight to us, if only we're open enough to listen and take the time to learn it ourselves. So with that, I encourage you to grab your pen and piece of paper, tune in and really focus because we have the man himself, Romacio Fulcher, here today to train with us. Romacio, take it away.
Hey, thank you so much, Tanya. Can you hear me, Miss President?
Yes, you are good to go.
All righty. Well, thank you so much for the warm introduction. I tell you, girl, I see why they put you up to be the host. Boy, you know how to bring them out. Bring them out. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Well, anyway, guys, listen, let's go ahead and get started, guys. If you don't know, we do this training every single Saturday. Listen, I'm at home. I'm in the office here. I've got my sweatsuit on, my baseball cap on, guys. It's Saturday here on the West Coast, and I got to tell you, man, I'm just in love with this business. I truly am. This is really, really, really a real home-based business. You know, I was just came back from Los Angeles, spending 2 days. The last 2 days, me and the number one income earner, Grand President Millionaire Chad and Natita Chong, we spent the last 2 days together, just brainstorming and game planning and really, really just tightening up some of the screws. And really mapping out all of these people that are going to be making some really, really strong income from this particular opportunity. And one of the things that we talked about was the fact that we are just literally in awe of the fact that this is really a real home-based business. Alongside of Chad and Natita and myself, I had a couple prospects fly in from the Texas area. So they flew in to meet us in LA, and these are some big leaders. You know, they've got some huge group. One guy has a group of 100,000 people, the other about 30,000 people. And as we were talking, going through the back office and showing them some things, you know, the guys asked the question, well, how many meetings have you done? How many physical, because these guys, they come from a world that we used to be in. You know, for those of you that have been in network marketing or direct sales before, I'm sure you've heard of the whole, meeting after meeting after meeting, living room and den after living room and den after living room and den after living room after living room. Well, that's how I used to live my life in this profession. And so these particular guys that we had flown in, that's what they're still doing in their current company. And, obviously people get sick and tired of going to meeting after meeting after meeting after meeting. And so they asked the question, well, how many meetings do you guys do over here? And they were blown away by the response to know that we don't do a lot of home meetings. We don't. We really stay at home and we meet people on Zoom. That's what we do. And when you look at the results of what's happened, we've sold over 300,000 devices here in just a matter of 6 or 7 months, 6 months, 300,000 devices, and generated over 32 million in sales and counting. So obviously, guys, what we do works. And so I'm just in love with this business because you really do get a chance to stay at home and actually really work it from home. I know many of you have families, you have children, you have things you want to do. And it's just, I want to encourage you to know that if you will be here every Saturday, it shouldn't take somebody to remind you. You should be able to put it in your cell phone or your calendar and be here with us every Saturday for 1 hour. This is training, okay? Now listen, this business is simple, but there are some skills that you're gonna need to learn, okay? The business is a simple business. It's not an easy business. It's a simple business, but not easy. There are some skills that you're gonna need to learn. And if you're here Saturday after Saturday after Saturday, I promise you, you cannot help but get better and better and better and better and better. Now, let me go ahead and give you a little straight talk, as Tanya would say. If you're too good and you're too quote unquote busy to jump on your cell phone or jump on your laptop and join in with us for 1 hour on Saturday, again, 10 a.m. Pacific, maybe you might be calling in from the Central, so that's 12 p.m. for the Central folk, and then it's 1 p.m. Eastern for those of you Eastern, and then God knows what time it is all across the world for those of you calling in from other countries. God bless you. I'm happy you're here for sure. You're my leader. Those of you that are calling in from all these other time zones, I mean, that really shows tremendous dedication in my opinion. So kudos to you. But if you're the person that says, well, I'm too busy, I can't make it on Saturday training. Let me just go ahead and make this real clear before we begin. I know some of you on this call here, you're not really motivated by money. You're motivated by helping and changing the world and you're motivated by the wonderful product that we have and what it's going to do to help people. And I'm motivated by helping people as well. But one of the things I learned is that when you don't have any money, let me say it again, when you don't have any money, you can't help too many people. It's almost like your arms are very short when you don't have any money, versus when you have money, your arms become longer and you can help a whole lot more people. And so here's what I want to say to you. If you're the person that's too busy, too occupied, I just can't make Saturday training, I'm just too busy, baby. If that's you, I want to encourage you to look very carefully at the income disclosure statement that our company publishes on worldgn.com. I want to encourage you to go look at that, because here's why I want you to look at it. You don't know anyone. Let me say it slowly so that there's no misunderstandings. You don't know anyone that is achieving these types of results in the last 6 to 7 months that we are achieving in this company. Let me repeat myself one more time before we move ahead. You don't know anyone. That's right. I said anyone that's achieving these types of results in the last 6 to 7 months that's willing to teach you play by play, day by day, on how to achieve the same or better. So what that means is you need to reprioritize your schedule according to what's really important. And here it is, you've got a business in front of you that's no longer than 6, 7 months old, that literally it's there for the taking. It's something that you can do. It's not going to be easy, but you can certainly do it. These guys are going to train you for 1 hour every Saturday. And these guys have produced amazing results. Matter of fact, let's just call it what it is. The best results. There's never been another company. There's never been anybody in network marketing that we know of, including my last previous mentor, that is achieving the results that are being achieved right here in this period of time. And I know right now you may think I'm on a soapbox. If I am, baby boy, let me stand on it for a minute, because I got to tell you, I'm proud to be a part of this company. I'm proud to be a part of this team. I'm proud to do what we do, and I don't want you to miss it. I don't want you to go, oh, that's just another training they've got. No, 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 no. You need to understand what you really have your hands a hold of. You need to know how you really need to treat this. This is not just another company. And I'm not telling you that because I'm involved in this. I'm telling you that because I have a wider lens or a wider perspective based upon me being an ambassador of this profession. I'm sharing that with you because I don't want you to miss it. Like Tanya talked about in the introduction, I care a lot about people, so much so that I don't want you to listen to you. Let me say that again. If you don't have what it is that you want, you shouldn't be listening to you. Would you ever listen to a broke person tell you how to do something? Would you ever take instructions on how to build a business and be successful from somebody who's dead broke? Would you? You probably wouldn't. So if you're broke or not where you want to be in this business, frankly speaking, I wouldn't even listen to you. So that's why I want to make sure there's 306 people here. I want to see 306 people here next Saturday. And the Saturday after that, I want it to increase and increase, because I'm trying to get you to understand one of the biggest problems in life is people don't value free information. See, this training is absolutely free. Doesn't cost you anything to join, okay? I mean, in terms of the training, it's absolutely free. But the problem with free stuff, people typically don't value it. Oh, it's free. They're going to do it again next Saturday. See, this is the greatest things in your entire life were given to you absolutely for free. Your eyeballs, your brain, your limbs, your heartbeat. You didn't have to pay for that stuff. It was given to you for free. Air you breathe, all this. So the greatest things in your life are given to you absolutely for free. So I want to encourage you to make sure you have the right mindset about this particular training. Don't miss these trainings. I'm serious. I remember when I first got started 10 years ago in the profession, I hated training. I really did, because I was a white collar professional as a mortgage broker. And, I lived for the weekends. So when the weekend came, I thought that was my time to party and do the things I wanted to do. And here it is, I got to go to a training. And back then I think it was like a 2.5 hour training. And it wasn't on Zoom. I had to put on a suit. Can you believe that? I had to put on a suit with a tie, and I had to go to training. I had to drive to training on Saturday. I was pissed off. I really was. I hated it. And I remember one time talking to my mentor. He said, Romacio, never forget this. True wealth will only reveal itself to those that are patient enough to train others. True wealth will only reveal itself to those that are patient enough to train others. And he told me, he said, listen, if you're not going to go to training, Romacio, you'll never get the lifestyle that you want from this business, because you got to train people. But before you can train people, you got to be trained yourself. So therefore, if you're not at the training, guess what? Your people not going to be at the training. See, this is not a business where you can tell people what to do and you do the opposite. No, no, no. This is monkey see, monkey do. People going to do what you do. They're not going to do what you say. They're going to do what you do. And so I applaud all of you that are here with us this morning on this particular training. And what I want to say to you is this: make sure you make it back next Saturday. And if you've been here every Saturday, go bring a friend. Make sure you get to training. You have no chance. Listen, you have zero chance at accomplishing what you want if you are not properly trained. Now, please share that with everybody you know. You have zero chance. It's almost like you just wasted your money. But if you will come to training, I promise you, this is the best money you've ever spent. Ever spent. You paid $1,300 or something one time, but you get all of this free, amazing training from top leaders in the world for free every single Saturday. So you can see, guys, how fired up I am about Saturday training. I want to commend all of you guys that are here. And we're gonna go through this training very quickly today. Many of the things that we're gonna do today, we did do last week. I do have a special announcement at the very end of this training, so you want to stay tuned. But I'm gonna kind of jam through some of this today. I'm gonna jam through it, okay? So we're not gonna go at a snail's pace today. We're gonna be kind of in a Lamborghini. We're gonna be rolling today. So we're gonna go through it. I know some of you are here that are brand new. That's okay. Make sure you work with your upline diamond or president. They're very familiar with this, okay? But I'm gonna jam through it today because I kind of want to do something a little differently today, okay? Now, as I'm getting ready to go through, I'm gonna ask maybe Seville if you're listening, or Ryan, if you're listening, or maybe Mr. Steve Carter or Mike Sims, or many of these top leaders, or Tanya, if you guys are listening, if you can help me, I'm gonna do something a little differently here today, okay? So I'm starting it off a little different. All right, so what I want you guys to do, I know some of you might have some questions. Now, before I open this can, let me just tell you, we're not going to get to answer every question, okay? Now, if you're gonna ask me questions about the product, I'm not answering any questions about the product. I love the product. I'm in love with the product. But I don't want to take this hour and it turn into 3 hours, because we have product information. We have that stuff all over the place. I mean, we have those answers everywhere. What I want to take this time with those of you is help answer some questions on how to build the business, okay? Listen, don't turn your nose up. Don't you get all upset. Well, he doesn't want to answer any product questions. No, just not right now, Sally. Not right now, Bob. We can answer product questions later. But for this time right here, I'd like to keep this window open, and you type it in the chat room if you have a question or two about how to build the business, or maybe a challenge you're having in building the business. Now, in fairness to me, we are not going to get to all 323 people's questions. So let me just say that now, okay? So don't you get all pissed off. Well, why didn't they answer my question? We're just not going to get a chance to answer all of them, all right? But we're doing something a little different today. I just want to go ahead and stay in touch with you guys through Zoom, and maybe answer a few questions, okay? We're not going to do it now, but you can go ahead and type in your question now. And if one of you leaders, Tanya, Seville, Ryan, Mike, Steve, Amanda, Jennifer, any of these leaders here, guys, if you could just maybe write down some of the questions, because I know that as I go forward here, the chat box is going to fill up, and I don't want to have to scroll all the way back. So maybe I'll just help me out if you can maybe write down some of these questions, some of you leaders. All right. So I'm going to get started with the training, and we're going to jam through it. Okay. But I am going to come back to those of you that have a few building questions on how to build the business. Okay. All right. Here we go. You ready? We're rolling. Let's roll. All right. All right, let's go here. All right, first thing, we got to do some recognition. And we definitely got to do this. We want to recognize a brand new double diamond, Elise Guthrie. I had a chance to meet her and her amazing husband down there in the Dallas, Texas area. I know she hit diamond and came right behind that and hit double diamond. Way to go, young lady. I know that you're being led and partnered with the one and only, the Strohs, Anna Marie and John Stroh, as well as working with, I'm sure, Lauren and Ryan as well. Job well done. Keep up the good work. I know that double diamond is just a pit stop, and but girl, you're blazing a trail from diamond to double diamond. Way to go. Way to go. Way to go. All right, guys, let's keep it moving here. Let's talk about managing expectations a little bit. Okay, you might want to take your cell phone out. Everyone, take your cell phone out. Take a picture of these next few screens here. We're talking about managing expectations. All right. In the US, the Hilo LX single box set. We have now shipped 88%. Woohoo! Woohoo! Yeah, yeah. That means we've shipped 88%. 88% has been shipped out. The product, it's Christmas time. It's not Christmas. It is Christmas. People are getting their products. It's Christmas. I love seeing them Facebook posts when the people stand by it and go, oh, it's here. I love seeing that. All right. 90% will be shipped out by next week. 90%. So if you have anybody, where's my product? This company's a scam. Look, man, relax. We at 88%. Hold on. We're going to be at 90% next week. Okay? And what comes after 90? 95. And then what comes after 95? 100%. Yes. I love it when a plan comes together. All right. Let's talk about the Hilo family packs. All right. 66%. Okay. So we got a little work to do. All right. 66% of the Hilo family packs have been shipped. All right. So a little work to do there, but we coming, baby. We coming. Next week, we're going to be at 80%. Okay. 80% will be at, by the end of next week, we will be at 80% of the Hilo family packs. Okay. So you want to manage your people's expectations. Let them know it's coming, baby. It's coming. All right. Let's go to the next one. More than 100,000 units sold during the pre-order phase. Okay. So expect the U.S. and non-shipments to be caught up by the end of May. All the shipments will be caught up by the end of May. Everything by the end of May. Okay, that's good news, guys. It's really good news. All right, let's go to a little bit more managing expectations. When you receive your Hilo LX, download the app from the Hilo App Store. Okay, make sure you download. When you receive your Hilo LX, make sure you download the app from the Hilo App Store. Okay. You can see here, guys, the developers are working on the reports and life log functions for the Hika app. Okay. And you can see there, tap to add plugins for heart rate, for heart graph, and the EKG and the blood pressure. Okay. You can see here, guys, I'm really good at really reading these slides here. All right. So you can see, so basically what we're telling you here, guys, is we just want to manage some of your expectations. So when you get the new device, just make sure you download the new app from the Hilo App Store, okay? We also want you to know, once again, that developers are working on the reports and the life log functions for the Hika app, all right? So good stuff here, all right? Let's go a little bit further, all right? A little bit more managing expectations. In the U.S., the customer service in Utah, it's up and running, baby. 1-844-967-534. Or you can do 1-844-WORLD-GN. All right. We're hiring more support representatives to address some of the high demand and long hold times. We know that the demand is high right now. We know that the hold times are long. They are currently in the process of hiring more. So put a smile on your face and understand these are typical good sign growing pains of a new thriving company. This is a good stuff. All right. All right. Go to the info center to answer questions for you and your prospect. Yes, 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 yes. Say that again. Go to the info center and answer questions for you and your prospects in the back office under support or worldgn.com. Check out the latest news, okay? Increase your knowledge base. Look at the knowledge base. Look at the document center. Look at the media center, support and contact. So again, I'm just telling you, go to the info center to get some of your questions answered so you don't have to beat up your upline, okay? A lot of your questions, a lot of your concerns are already been answered in your back office, okay? All right, let's talk a little bit about compliance, baby. Compliance. You want to add the audio or the video slide. You want to add the audio or the video slide of the income disclosure notice to the beginning of your launch calls, your webinars, and your trainings. Let me say that again. You want to add the audio video, okay? You want to add the audio, the video, or the slide of the income disclosure notice to the beginning of all your launch calls, webinars, and trainings. Any communication where income may be possibly mentioned, you want to make sure that you have either the audio, the video, or the slide that you just saw at the beginning of this training of the income disclosure notice. You want to have that present. That's very important so that we can stay compliant, okay? All right, let's move ahead, guys. We're going to jam through this. I'm going to go through this very, very quickly, okay? Now we're going to talk about how to get started right, okay? All right, this document that you're about to look at, okay, right now, this document is several pages long. This document is on our team's Facebook page underneath files and documents. You can download it, okay? All right, so this is the proper way you want to start. This is the proper way you want to start this business. This is the proper way. It doesn't matter what country you're in. You want to make sure you start this business the proper way. All right, step number one, you want to register for our team's Facebook page. The name of our team is called Team It's Our Time, WGN, okay? If you ever hear us mention the word IoT, that's the name of our team. It's Our Time. So our Facebook group is called Team It's Our Time, WGN, okay? So why do we want you to go there first? Because you got to stay connected, all right? All of the documents, everything, you can print it off. It's underneath the documents and files section on the Facebook page. Everything is there, okay? Everything is there. You'll notice that this training that we do here every Saturday, it's all posted on our team Facebook page. You'll notice that twice a day we have a live webinar where we do an opportunity presentation about the opportunity every day, 7 days a week. How can you find that information? It's right there on our team Facebook page. Any announcements on the Facebook page. This is how we communicate with the global team. It's important that you check the team Facebook page at least 3 times a day. This is how we communicate with you. All the documents are there, everything. You can print them off and you can, use them for yourself or whatever. Everything is there, okay? Everything. We do not believe in allowing you to be confused about anything, okay? Step number 2, all right? We have a video. It's a getting started video that I've recorded on how to properly start the business. I'm going to be doing a new one here soon, but right now this one still works, all right? There's the link right there for the how to get started right video, okay? And that video covers everything I'm covering in this document right now. Step number 3, you want to sign up for the marketing system, okay? Listen, you want to check with your upline, whoever you're working with. They have a link. I use the helo.life, okay? But your upline has a link as well, okay? So check with your upline and say, hey, what marketing system are you using? I want to make sure that I sign up for that. Now, I want to make this public. There are only, me, Chad and Atita, we use the helo.life marketing system. That's what we use. The only other marketing system that I have approved is whatever Carla and Don Silver are doing, as well as Saul K. That is it. If you are not a part of those 2 organizations that I've said, and you're doing a different marketing system than helo.life, I did not approve it. I do not stand for it. I don't know about it. I support what I just mentioned. helo.life and or Carla and Don Silvers, as well as Saul K. That's it. That is it. Those are the only marketing systems that we roll with around here. So I suggest you make sure you're in line with one of these 3, okay? All right. Step number 4, you want to go to cnworldgn.com, which is Chad and Atita, worldgn.com. You want to sign up there for free, and you want to subscribe to their mailing list or their email list. The reason being is they send out information, videos on how to do the business. They send out wonderful videos on how to do everything. So this is how you get the business started right. Make sure you go register there so that way you can actually be informed of what's going on, okay? We're just moving fast here. Step number 5, you want to build a list of 100 names and numbers. If you're the person that's saying, I don't know 100 people, look, go to the yellow pages and just write down 100 names and numbers. It doesn't matter. But you want a list of 100 names and numbers. This is the most important thing you can ever do. Your contact list, guys, is the most important asset that you have here in network marketing. Listen, your names and numbers, your contacts, that is the most important asset that you can ever possess here in this business. So if you're saying to yourself, I don't know 100 people, stop it, stop it, stop it. Just go to the yellow pages, go to the white pages, and write down 100 names and numbers, okay? Or you can get with your upline diamond or president. They will get you a memory jogger, which will help jog your mind, okay, of people you're probably not thinking of. But if you just still can't think of anybody, go to the yellow pages and write down 100 names and numbers, okay? Don't let your contacts be what stops you from thinking that you could do this business. Every single one of you could do this, all right? All right, that's step number 5. Step number 6, we want you to learn the 5 questions. Get with your upline diamond or your upline president. They will go through these 5 questions with you. These 5 questions are very powerful. This is how I've created a business that does, a couple $1 million a week in sales. This is how I've done it. These 5 questions, okay, they work, they work, they work. These 5 questions. So not going to go through the 5 questions today, but get with your upline diamond or president so that they can make sure that you understand how to use these 5 questions. Very, very powerful, okay? All right, step number 7. I want you to go ahead and become a team builder within your very first 48 hours. You referred 1 customer on your left and 1 customer on your right. Once you've done that 1 time, you now have become a team builder. Okay, we want you to do that within 48 hours. Is there a penalty from the company if you don't do it? No. But is there a penalty in your organization if you don't do it? Yes, meaning this. We want you to do it quickly because we want your business to duplicate quickly. Remember, if you don't duplicate, you won't elevate. If you don't duplicate, you won't elevate. So the key part of the business in network marketing is duplication. Follow the system, all right? We want you to be a team builder within 48 hours. All right, let's go to the next step. Step number 8, we want you to learn the 2-5-30 system, the 2-5-30 system. We have a 2-minute video, you send it out proper way. We have a 5-minute video, you send it out the proper way. And then you get people on a 30-minute webinar the proper way, okay? I'm not going to spend a lot of time with this today, but obviously, just follow this document. This is just print it off. It's right there on the Facebook page. Just follow exactly what it tells you to do. It works. It works. It works. You can lead with the product. Here's a couple different options here. If you want to lead with the product, or you can lead with the opportunity. It's your choice to choose which one you prefer to lead with, okay? But make sure you understand how to use the 2-5-30 system, okay? All right, step number 9, we want you to become a team developer within your first week. When you become a team developer, this is where you now have your 20% commissions for life, plus you also get your matching bonus. Woo! Your matching bonus, okay? So team developer, that's where it's at, baby. It all begins at TD, touchdown, team developer. It all begins at team developer. How do you get there? You enroll 2 people, one on your left, one on your right, and you simply help those 2 do the same thing you just did. That's it. That's it. You do it 1 time, baby, touchdown, team developer. You now got 20% locked in for life, and you get your matching bonus locked in for life. And if you don't know, the matching bonus is pretty significant. I can tell you about 15 to 24% extra in my check every week because of the matching bonus. Really good. I'm telling you, really good. All right. Now, let's go to our 5 steps to get started. Going to jam through this really quick. We have our 5 steps to get started. Step number 1, get started with the Hilo Family Pack. Make sure you're on the loyalty membership. Ooh, that's very important. Step number 2, become a team builder within 48 hours. We just talked about that. Step number 3, become a team developer within the first week. Just talked about that. And step number 4, we want you to get 10 people in the business so that way your loyalty membership can be free. So what does that mean? You've already sponsored 2 up to this point. Now you want to go ahead and get 4 more on your left, 4 more on your right, everybody on loyalty. Therefore, your loyalty membership is absolutely free. Step 5, we now want you to Go diamond. Welcome to the world of diamond. Diamonds and pearls. Anyway, that's another career. We want you to become a diamond, all right? As a diamond, guys, you got 5 people that have become team developers on your left team within a week, and then you got 5 people that have become a team developer on your right team within a week, and you are a diamond, all right? If you don't know, diamonds here, on an average, 10 to 12 grand a month is what the diamonds make. A qualified diamond, $10,000 to $12,000 a month, okay? All right, now let's go to the next thing really quickly. Going to jam through this as well. This is what we call our 5 ranks, okay? Here in our team, we teach 5 ranks to move through the charts, to move up the ranks. 5 ranks. Rank number 1, become a team builder. Pretty simple. 2 people, 1 on your left, 1 on your right. Boom, done. Rank number 2, team developer. Total of 6 people in your team. You've got 1 team builder on the left, 1 team builder on the right. Boom, team developer's done. All right, now from there, you're going to go straight to diamond. Diamond, boom. Basically 4 team developers on your lesser leg, you're diamond. Or 20 family packs, or 14 premium packs, or 8 all-in packs. Boom. All right, and then from there to go to president. President, 17 team developer packs in a week, or 100 family packs, or 67 premium packs, or 40 all-in packs. Now you're president. Okay, president's $10,000 a week in income. All right, president millionaire. Okay, president millionaire, guys, literally is 83 team developers in a week, or 500 family packs in a week, or 334 premium packs in a week, or 200 all-in packs in a week. You choose. All right, guys, I did it in 3 weeks, so it's possible that each and every single one of you, that with hard work and dedication, you can do it too. Absolutely. Okay, so first things first, are you a team builder? If not, we got to get that done. That needs to become your sole focus. If you are, great, we got to get you team developer. If you are, we got to get you to diamond. If you're diamond, we got to get you to president. If you're president, we got to get you to president millionaire. Really, really simple. Okay. All right, your focus right now, guys. Everybody's focus. Rising tides lift all ships. Rising tides lift all ships. Rising tide lifts all ships. That's right, rising tides. So the focus right now is for every single one of us to make sure that we are a team builder. If you are, kudos to you. Now we want to go help everybody in your organization become a team builder within the next 48 hours. We want to help. 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 Everybody, 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 everybody. We want to help everybody earn a check. And to earn a check, you have to be a team builder. You cannot make any money, no money. You can't make no money unless you are a team builder. So we want to help. We want to help. We want to help. We want to help everybody become a team builder. It doesn't matter what country you live in. It don't matter what time zone you live in. It don't matter, baby. We want to help. We want to help. Let us help you. We want to help. All right? This is the focus right now, to help people get there too. 1 left, 1 right in the next 48 hours. Yes, we will do it. All right? Guys, our goal this week is to help 1,000 people earn a commission check. 1,000 people earn a check. That is our goal. 1,000 people earn a check. Every week, 1,000 people, 1,000 people. I want 1,000 people getting a check. That's what I want. That's what we're going to do. All right? All right, guys, to help you do this, guys, we have our Saturday training, or excuse me, we have our training schedule. So from Sunday to Sunday, remember I told you 7 days a week, we do a live webinar to cover the business, to cover the whole opportunity with you. All right? That's every single day. It's 12 o'clock Pacific and 6:30 Pacific right here on this Zoom channel. You'll hear from a diamond or above. They will do a professional presentation for you and all your people. 7 days a week. Now, how do you like that? Okay? And then on Saturday, which is today, we do the Saturday training. Again, that's 10 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Central, or 1 o'clock Eastern. Okay? So every day we have a presentation, and on Saturday we have training. Okay? you can, again, this information is right there on the Facebook page, or you can take a picture of it with your cell phone right now, okay? All right, in terms of knowing what's going on the road, in terms of knowing what's going on the road, we call them World Road Shows. You can go to cnworldgn.com under the events tab, and you can see what's going on, okay? You can see where different leaders are doing meetings and that sort of thing. Maybe you might have some prospect in those areas, okay? As far as the next big event that everybody needs to be ready for, do you have your bags packed? 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 Because you know why? Next week, or not next week, well, I think it's after next week, May 27th, I'm going to see you in Thailand. Bangkok, Thailand. Bangkok. Bangkok. I meet you in Bangkok. I see you in Bangkok. That's where I see you. Yes, I see you in Bangkok. I be there. I be there. That's right. I will be there. Bangkok. Are you coming to Bangkok? Absolutely. It all goes down in Bangkok. The World International Convention. Going to be epic. Don't miss it. Don't miss it. All right, guys. Then after that, guys, the big announcement, before we go to your questions, the big announcement. Ladies and gentlemen, everybody wants to know, when is the next event that we are going to do? Because the last one in Miami was off the charts. Well, guess what? The next one is going to be in Sacramento, California, right here at home. It's going to be Friday, July 28th through the 30th. July 28th through the 30th, right here in Sacramento. The name of the event, guys, Clarity is Power. Now, I dare you to run and think, I dare you to run and really think about what it's going to be about. Clarity is Power is the name. I can't wait to do this event. It's going to be absolutely incredible. It's going to be right there at the Sheraton Grand Hotel, the Sheraton Grand. You catch the middle word there? Grand, the Sheraton Grand Hotel, okay? Obviously, guys, you can go right there to teamiot.eventbrite.com. We've got early bird pricing at $250 per person. That's good up until May 31st. On June 1st, the pricing will increase to $300 a person. And then, of course, for all the VIPs, which the VIP experience is going to be really, really awesome, it's $450 for the VIPs, okay? All right, guys, listen. So if you want to go ahead and get your tickets, get the early bird special, you have up until May 31st to get that done. Again, teamiot.eventbrite.com. teamiot.eventbrite.com. You will start to see a ton of different flyers that'll start going around online here within in the next week, okay? All right, all the diamonds and above, I'm going to humbly ask that you fly in on Wednesday, the 26th, all the diamonds and above, plus VIPs, if you can, VIPs, on the 26th, because Thursday, the 27th, I've got a special day of events planned, special day. You know I'm a man of many tricks. So it's going to be awesome here in Sacramento. Oh, let me tell you right now, bring clothes to get wet. I just want to give you a warning right now. Bring clothes to get wet in July in Sacramento. It's like African heat out here in July. It's definitely 100, maybe 105 degrees, maybe 110. It's African hot here in Sacramento in July. So I want to make sure you are definitely well aware of the attire. All right, guys. All right, good. Let's move ahead now to the questions. I told you we were going to save some time here to just see if we had a few questions here that we can maybe tackle. All right, let's go ahead. So,
Ross, are you ready? Would you like me to read them off to you?
Well, all right, read them off slowly. Just read the first one.
Okay, I'm going to kind of combine some of them that were related. So one of the things that people have a lot of questions about is getting people to the videos and webinars, and how does that work into the 5 questions? How do you transition to videos and webinars with the 5 questions?
That's a good one. Okay. All right, let's go back here.
They wanted to know how Hilo.life fits in. So basically the 5 questions with the videos and webinars and life. How does that all work together?
I get it. Listen, guys, this is how it works. All right. So first of all, let me get you to understand what is happening for, well, here, let me demonstrate it with you, Tanya. Instead of me explaining all this stuff, let me just demonstrate it so you'll understand how it works.
Okay.
So let's say Tanya and I are talking and we're friends or whatever. Tanya, let me ask you a question. Are you familiar with Fitbit or Apple Watch?
Somewhat. One of my friends just bought an Apple Watch.
Okay. Let me ask you this. Knowing what you know today about Fitbit or Apple Watch, if you truly could go back in time and you could have been one of the very first people to get involved and you could have gotten paid on every single device that got sold anywhere in the world, truthfully speaking, would you have done it?
Yeah, being an investor would be kind of cool.
Cool. Listen, you know, a partner of mine, a company that I'm working with, they're one of the first people in the world to produce a device that's basically like Apple Watch on steroids or Fitbit on steroids. This device basically allows you to monitor all of your bio parameters, or you may know it as monitor all of your vital signs. I'm talking heart rate, blood pressure, breath rate, energy level, emotions, you know, remote monitoring, has a panic button on the side, this year, blood glucose, and a lot more. Let me ask you a question. If I was willing to give you the chance to be one of the first people to be involved with this, would you want in on something like this? Yes or no?
Yes, possibly.
Okay. Well, the reason why I'm sharing this with you is this. Over the next 48 hours, what I'm doing is I'm going to identify 2 people that I'm going to allow to occupy the very top 2 positions in the organization. 2 people. These 2 people, one is going to be at the left and the other is going to be at the right. These 2 people are going to override every single sale that's made. In other words, every time someone buys one of these devices anywhere within that structure, anywhere in the world, these 2 people will receive a percentage of every device that got sold. Tanya, if I gave you the chance to have one of those positions at the top and earn income from every device sold, would you want that position today? Yes or no?
Yes.
All right, Tanya. Now, guys, this is where you need to listen. Tanya, listen. If I sent you a 2-minute video right now, could you take a look at it so that you can put your eyeballs on what I'm talking about? Could you do it right now?
Yes, I can actually.
Great. Boom. Here's the video. She takes a look at the video. After the video is over, this is what I say. It's really simple. Tanya, what did you like best about what you saw?
I liked the Guardian feature and how like someone I cared about could be alerted if like my blood pressure went too high.
You know what? That's funny you say that because me too. That's exactly what I like as well. Tanya, did you only want to be a customer of this device, or did you see the big picture and want to make money and be at the top?
I guess I'm open to possibly making money. I need to know more about, I don't know enough yet though.
No, that makes sense. No problem. Listen, you know, I've got a 5-minute video that goes into more details about the product and even the opportunity. It's only 5 minutes. If I sent it to you now, could you watch it now?
I can't right now, but I've got to actually run to my next meeting.
Okay. When's a good time, seriously speaking, that I can send you a 5-minute video for you to watch?
You know, maybe after I get home tonight and get situated. So maybe like 8:15 tonight.
Now, Tanya, I don't want to be a bugaboo, but I don't mind sending it to you at 8:15 if you're going to watch it. Is that the time you want me to send it?
Yeah. Yep. That would be great.
Cool. I'll send it to you at 8:15, and then I'll call you around 8:20, 8:25, and we can kind of debrief. Is that okay?
Yeah. Yep. That'll work. Do you have my number?
Sounds good. I got your number, girl.
Okay.
All right. Boom. Done. Now, that's how you use the 5 questions. If you paid attention, guys, I used the 5 questions to get them to see the video. Or if you're super confident with your skill level, and I'm going to be honest with you guys, A lot of times I just use the 5 questions and they pull out the credit card right there over the phone. But many of you may not be at that level yet, which is okay. So the purpose of the 5 questions, it gives you conversational points. The 5 questions is kind of a flow track. It's a flow track. It's a track of questions, because remember the person asking the questions is the one that's in control. Okay, so these questions allow you to get people to see the video.
What do you do with, oh, sorry.
Okay, go ahead, Tanya.
What do you do? We have a lot of people that ask, like they say they have people see the 20-minute recording, or they get on a live webinar and then they go into the witness protection program. What do you do with those when they just stop responding?
Okay, there's only 2. If you notice, let's do it again with Tanya. Let's say she saw the video. Hey, Tanya. Okay, or let's say Tanya saw the video or Tanya saw the webinar. Guys, I only teach 2 questions. I'm not changing it. Here it is. We double President Millionaire. I will become a Grand President Millionaire. I will break presidents. I will break double presidents and grand presidents, teaching 2 follow-up questions. I'm not changing. It's 2. Here we go. Question 1. Tanya, what did you like best about what you saw, girl?
I love where the company is going. It seems really innovative.
It's funny you say that. Me too. So for all of you watching this webinar, notice whatever they like, I love. I always ask, what did you like best about what you saw? And I always say, me too. Question number 1, me too. All right. Question number 2, Tanya, from what you saw, did you only see yourself, as a customer of the device, wanting to be a customer, or did you see the big picture and want to make money with us, girl?
I think I'm seeing the big picture here, Moss.
Okay, stop right there. The reason for the question, guys, I'm asking her, does she want to be a customer, or basically does she want to be a distributor? I'm asking her, okay? And she says, I see the big picture. Okay, great. Tanya, she said she sees the big picture. All right, Tanya, I've got an application here right now. Let me go ahead and start filling it out so that we can get you set up for the big picture. Tanya, what address did you want me to ship the product to? What address do you want your products being shipped to?
Dude, that's gold. I love that. I'm sorry. 2836.
Okay.
Blah, 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 blah.
Great. See, the problem with many of you guys, or many people, you want to talk people out of it. She just told you, I see the big picture. I want to make money. Okay, well, great. You said you want to make money. Boom. I go straight to the application. No, I don't wait for them to go to my back office and type it in when they get home after they feed the dog and take a 5-mile walk and finally do it. No, I do it right there. I ask her the question. She says, boom, I see the big, I want to make money with this. All right, great. Tanya, I'm filling out the application right now. What address did you want us to ship the product to? I'm writing it in. Boom, Tanya, what email address can we send email correspondence to you? I'm writing it in. Tanya, okay, which credit card are you using to secure your position? Visa, MasterCard, or American Express? Boom, she says Visa. Tanya, Visa typically starts with 4. What's the other 15 digits after the 4? And I'm just writing it in. I'm going until she tells me stop. I'm going until she tells me stop. But she just told me she sees the big picture. She wants to make money. So I'm leading my prospect. I don't close anybody. I lead them. It's a leadership business. I lead them. And if she would have told me, well, remember, she just saw a full webinar, so she saw all the details. And if she would have had any questions, I'm quite sure she would have asked me. But she didn't. She said she saw the big picture and wants to make money. That's why you have to learn, guys, how to follow exactly what I say do. Because there's always a reason why I say do everything. See, that's the problem with a lot of people. They want to go off script, and then they want to wonder why it doesn't work. You didn't follow what was designed to work. So once again, 2 questions. What did you like best? Number 1. And number 2, Did you only want to be a customer? It's an assumptive question. Or did you see the big picture and want to make money with us also? Well, you know, I need to know a little bit more. No problem. What more specifically did you need to know? More about the product, about the compensation? Go ahead, Tanya, go ahead. Give me some questions. I want them to see how I handle everything. So here we go.
How do I get paid? Like, I don't understand. Yeah, I want to make money with you, but how do I actually get paid?
Great. So if I'm hearing you right, Tanya, it sounds like you want to understand the compensation. Is that right?
That's right.
Great. So if we can get you to understand the compensation, are you ready to move forward after that? Or is that the only thing stopping you right now?
I'm a little bit concerned, like, that I don't know enough people. Like, who am I going to sell this to?
Okay. So I'm hearing, because I'm just taking notes when you're talking, Tanya. Okay. So I'm hearing you need to understand the compensation, number one. Number two, I'm hearing you're unsure about who would you share this with and if you know enough people. Tanya, is there anything else other than these two concerns that's stopping you from rocking and rolling with us?
No, that's my main concern right there.
So Tanya, if we can successfully answer these, again, you know, you knowing who to talk to and where to talk to and all that stuff. And number two, understanding the compensation, you're ready to rock and roll with us?
Yes.
Great. Ladies and gentlemen, she just told me once again what she needs exactly to join the business. So what do you think I'm going to give her? Exactly what she asked for. I'm going to make sure she understands the compensation by sending her a compensation plan video. I'm going to make sure I spend a few moments with her, educating her on the system so that she can feel comfortable and confident that she can send out videos to people that she doesn't have to go explain it because the videos does it for them. Boom. Does that make sense, Tanya?
It does. It does. And setting the appointment, Moss, for the follow-up, like, when are you going to watch this video, and getting permission to call them again, like, set the next appointment right away, immediately.
Right. I always say to them, hey, Tanya, when can you watch it for sure? And Tanya will say, I can watch it tonight at 8:15. All right, Tanya, listen, I don't want to be a bugaboo, but if you're saying 8:15, you'll watch it. Does that mean at 8:20, 8:25, I can give you a call?
Yes.
Boom. You see? That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Any other questions?
So what do you do now? Someone's got 22 no's, Moss. Someone's got 120, and now they're hearing crickets. No one's responding. Can you talk a little bit about numbers? And do you wait 22 no's? Does that just mean your business is done?
There's nobody I've ever seen that have gotten 22 no's in a row. I want to meet that individual. I've been doing this for 10 years, thousands and tens of thousands of people. I've never, ever, ever met nor heard one person that's gotten 21 no's in a row. I aspire to meet such an individual. I've never seen that happen. So no one has ever gotten, I promise you, I could walk outside right now. Matter of fact, I'm going to do this one day. I am. I'm going to have my camera, my, GoPro thing. And I'm going to walk down the street and I'm just going to say, hey, listen, I don't know you. You want to make money? That's all. I'm going to do it so ass backwards wrong just to prove to the world you will never get 21 no's in a row. Like Mike Sims said at the training in Miami. Even if you said, hey, listen, you want to be a part of a scam, 21 people, I promise you somebody going to say, well, wait a minute, what type of scam is it? Is there money to be made? So no, there's no way you can do 21 in a row and get no. It's never happened before. You ain't going to get no 21 times.
I think some of these folks are some of them are just talking on, like, they're just doing a text or a Facebook message. They're not actually talking and asking someone to take a look at a video with their voice.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Everybody wants to push buttons and just sit back and push buttons and never have to use their voice. And, look, texting works. It works really well. It does. But at the same time, you got to mix it. You got to mix them. You can't just, but even if I was just to use text and I said, hey, listen, as it relates to making money, are you married to your job or are you open to making more money? I promise you, people aren't going to say, you're not going to get 21 no, I'm not open. As it relates to making money, when it comes to making money, you know, are you married to your job or do you keep your options open? Yes or no? Yes, I keep my options open, or no, I don't. Matter of fact, put that in your text field. When it comes to making money, are you married to your job or do you keep your options open? Question mark. And below that, put yes, I'm open, or no, I'm not. Make it simple for people. Reply with a number 1 if you're open. Reply with a number 2 if you're not. You're not going to get no 21 no's in a row. That's why I kept telling people, get with your upline, diamond, or president to ensure that you are doing the business the proper way.
Awesome. All right, one more question, Moss. Is one more question okay?
Sure. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Is there a retail sales plan program or bulk sales for people that want to place big bulk orders?
No, there's not that I'm aware of right now. I think the big bulk thing, I know that our CEO, Fabio, is just going to do 10%. I think they haven't launched that yet, but it's going to be just 10%. It's a new thing that we got coming that's just going to be just a flat 10% discount. I think that's it.
Okay. Time for one more? Are we done?
Yeah, you go ahead. One more.
I burned through my warm market. So 1, how do I go back to them? And 2, how do I start cold market ones? How do I start conversations?
This is my favorite question. This is my favorite question. This is my favorite question. I'm glad you asked. See, if you don't ask, I don't tell. See? So let me tell you the answer to this. Write this down for every single one of you that's listening here. All 300 of y'all that's listening. I want you to write this down. Never forget this. Your warm market is for practice. Your cold market is where you're going to get rich. Your warm market of friends, that means the people you know, that's for practice. Yeah, some of them may join, that's fine, but you're never going to get rich from your warm market. It will always be from the cold market, always. Remember, every single one of you on this webinar right now, I did not know. Your warm market is for practice. Your cold market is where you get rich. So most people's biggest fear, I was talking to a lady yesterday via text while I was in LA, a friend of mine, and she was telling me that, you know, Mas, you know, she says, when I see the results that was happening in World Global Network, she says, I really want to, it entices me, because she said she just wants to make $65,000 to pay off her home, to pay off the balance on her home. But she says, Romacio, my personality, I just don't think can do this. She says, her personality, she didn't believe can do it. She says, I don't like asking people for anything. That's what she said. And I said to her, listen, we'll talk about it later when I get home. But I said, so are you telling me that if you came across something wonderful that you believe could help some people, you wouldn't refer it at all to people that you know? You wouldn't tell people at all about that you know? So you tell them you've never told anybody about any wonderful drapes or anything? You never made any recommendations? And she goes, no, that's not true, I have. So the problem is two things. One, she has a pride and an ego issue of if I share something with someone and they say no to it, she now feels like all of a sudden she's been rejected. And so really the deeper issue you have, and I'm just being honest with you, I'm just getting straight to the point. The deeper issue is you have a fear of being rejected. You feel that whatever you have to say, everyone should always do as you say or purchase what you feel people should do what you tell them to do. And if they have a difference of opinion and they don't see it the way you see it, all of a sudden you now feel rejected. And now you feel, kind of like isolated and feel like you just don't feel good. So therefore she doesn't even want to, share it with anybody because of the fear of getting rejected. And so when you drill down deeper on this fear of rejection, really, let me get this straight. What is it that you're really worried about? You're worried about someone telling you no, someone not returning your phone call, someone having a difference of opinion, or are you worried that you just feel that, you so high and mighty that people should automatically feel what you feel? What's really the fear? And when we drill down on it, her real fear was, you're right, Mas. I feel like, how could a person not see what I see if I'm taking the time to refer it to them? It just makes her feel like she's kind of, chasing after people. And her whole life, this particular young lady has always gotten good grades, done really well. And, people are typically chasing after her. And that's when I said to her, see, that's an ego problem. You got an ego problem. See, you used to everybody coming at you. And now it's time for you to promote something and you to share something, and you don't want to do it. So this is what I told her. I said, it's okay. You don't have to do it. Everybody's not meant to get rich. It's just not meant. Some people, it's just not. I said, so you don't have to do it, but here's the deal. If you don't do something like this, you're going to always stay on the job and you're going to keep making what you've been making. And if what you're making and the way you're living on the job is A-okay with you, then no big deal. You're happy and content. But if you're not, and there's still some things left to be desired, then you have to understand it's going to require a different skill than simply going to work and being told what to do. The difference between the entrepreneur and the employee is the entrepreneur has fear, but they're willing to dance with their fears. They're not willing to allow the fear of someone telling them no to stop them from having everything that they're meant to have. They're just not willing to. In other words, the entrepreneur mindset says this: if you're going to knock me out, world, it ain't going to be because I was afraid to ask my neighbor what they thought about such and such. You see, that's the difference between the entrepreneur. They're not going to let the fear of the word no stop them from growing. Always remember, every entrepreneur of any kind, we all know that if you don't talk to people you don't know, you will have very skinny kids because your kids won't eat. There won't be any food. So every entrepreneur knows you've got to talk to and promote what it is you're doing to people that you don't know. And the word promotion means to make known, to make known, to make known, to make known. There's a million different ways to make something known. But if you don't start the engine and start to share the information with people, then no one will ever know. And if no one will ever know what it is that you're promoting, what it is that you're about, therefore you won't have any income. No income, no food. No food, skinny kids. So my point to her was getting her to understand that, listen, she can do this business. Yes, she can. We can share it in the way that she feels comfortable. But if you just have an issue of sharing a product or an opportunity through videos with people, if that bothers you, I got her to understand, why does it bother you? Is it because you think you're going to die if somebody tells you no? And she goes, no. And by the time we were done, it was her whole issue was she didn't like being or feeling rejected, because then it made her feel some kind of way that she wasn't used to feeling, because her whole life, everywhere she's traveled and gone, you know, she's always been accepted. People want to hire her. She's gotten promotions. People respect her. No, she's in a position of power. And I said, well, listen, to be an entrepreneur, and to make an extra $65,000 to pay off your home, it's not going to be because someone told you to punch a clock. You're going to have to share a concept, a vision. You know, you're going to have to share something with some people, and some people are going to say yes to what you're sharing, and some people are going to say no to what you're sharing. But what if I told you this? 1 out of every 10 people that you share it with is going to say yes. It may even be higher than that, but let's just be conservative in our thoughts. 1 out of every 10. Are you then willing to get over your fears if we paid you an extra $65,000? You see? So I don't know. I'm on a little tangent here, Tanya, but the point of the story is this particular person just had a fear of actually sharing the actual, she was just unsure if she could do it.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yep. All right. Any more?
Basically, a lot of people keep saying, but what do you do when people don't respond? I mean, you keep going, don't you, Moss? I mean, you're not waiting for anyone.
Yeah, I don't wait for nobody. When people don't respond, move on. I move on.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I don't chase people. I'm not going to do that. No.
Why do you build with the family pack versus a single band?
The single band, I mean, the family pack is a better bargain. I mean, obviously they get the device for a cheaper price, number one, than if they just bought a single pack. Number two, most people that the family pack, if they're wanting to make money with this, the benefits at the family pack are far greater than they are at the single pack. So, for example, the family pack gives you more product, of course, and it just allows you to build your business, in my opinion, much faster because you get 500 sales volume points for the family pack, whereas you only get 100 sales volume points for the single pack. So if we just did simple math and you're able to make 20% on the lesser side of either 100 points or 500 points, so that tells you 20% of 100 is a $20 bill, while 20% of 500 is a $100 bill. So what that means is one single pack has to do 5 times the work as one family pack. 5 times. And so what I tell people is, do you want to do 5 times the work if you're wanting to make money with this? And they typically say, well, no. Well, if you start at the single pack, and let's just say later on down the road, you choose to upgrade to the family pack, our company does not allow you to pay the difference between the price you paid for the single pack and the price of the family pack. We don't allow you to pay the difference. So if you wanted to upgrade down the road, guess what you'd have to do? You'd have to purchase the entire family pack, which means you paid $1,349 plus $319. So you're now talking almost $1,700, almost $1,800 when you could have just paid $1,349 the first time. That's the answer.
We lead with the vision. We follow what you teach from the very beginning, as we always say, Mas. So I think any other things you want to leave us with? Otherwise, I'm going to close this meeting out for the day. It's been awesome.
Thank you so much, Tanya. We love your energy. And again, congratulations on being president. The only thing I would say left to everybody, always remember, in everything that you do, always remember there's nobody in the world any greater than you. With that, much love to each and every single one of you guys. I'll see you guys all next Saturday. Goodbye, everybody. Thanks, Tanya. See you guys.
Thank you.